In the heart of Rivergate, a city divided by steel and skin, the line between law and lawlessness has long been blurred. On a stormy Thursday night, Officer Tiana Voss, a 26-year-old rookie just 5 months into her first beat, responds to a dispatch call. Possible domestic disturbance. Southside Towers, Unit 3B. Southside is the kind of place the department calls a red zone. Poor, mostly black, under constant police surveillance. Tiana arrives with her partner, but he's told to stay in the cruiser by Detective Ray Mercer, a brutal 17-year veteran of RPD's Crime Suppression Unit, who's already inside. Inside the apartment, Devin Carver, 23, lies zip-tied and face down in a pool of blood. No weapon is visible. His girlfriend, Marissa Young, stands sobbing in the corner, her face swollen from a prior injury, not caused by Devin, but never mentioned again. Mercer casually wipes blood from his baton. He resisted, Mercer mutters, then turns to Voss. You're writing this up. Say he reached. But Tiana sees the truth. Devin's nose is broken, his mouth is bloodied, and his arms are bruised from the zip ties, all before any struggle could have taken place. She takes her own notes. Quietly, that night, she files an honest report. And that's when everything changes. By the next morning, Tiana is pulled into an administrative review. Her report, she's told, is inconsistent with the official narrative. She's advised, no, warned, to amend it. She refuses. 2 days later, someone slashes her tires outside the station. 3 days after that, her locker is spray-painted with the word rat. Then, the story breaks. A 15-second body cam leak hits the internet, just enough to show Devin with his hands raised before Mercer attacks. The footage is time-stamped and matches the moment she logged in her report. But when the full file is requested by media and attorneys, the department claims it's corrupted. Protests erupt outside the precinct. Chief Marcus Drell, a cold, media-savvy man known for cleaning up Rivergate, steps in front of the cameras and spins it as an isolated event. Mercer is placed on administrative leave, with full pay. The protests are painted as anti-police hysteria. Inside the department, Tiana's life becomes a pressure cooker. Her training officers cut her from ride-alongs. Her backup arrives late. She's followed home. Then she gets a call, not from a cop, but from a journalist, Cora Dean, her former college roommate, now a freelance investigative reporter with a history of cracking local corruption stories. I believe you, Cora says. But you need to understand this isn't just about one man. Together, Tiana and Cora launch a quiet, months-long investigation, operating from Cora's tiny basement office in Old Town. Tiana leaks internal memos, old disciplinary reports, and unofficial audio from briefings. Cora cross-references them with public complaints, settlements, and stories buried in the city's underfunded archives. What they uncover is terrifying. Asterisk a pattern of violent arrests in Southside neighborhoods, all tied to a small network of officers known as the Clean Hands Unit, led unofficially by Mercer and supported by Chief Drell himself. Asterisk dozens of complaints buried, body cam footage lost, at least 4 civilian deaths in 5 years ruled justifiable. Asterisk officers rewarded for excessive force with promotions and bonuses, especially in election years. Asterisk a secret departmental policy labeled Code Sigma, an unofficial order to suppress non-compliant suspects using assertive deterrence. Cora digs further and finds 2 whistleblowers from years prior, both forced out, blacklisted, and one now living out of state under a new name. Tiana, still wearing the badge, risks everything to get them real-time internal documents, including a signed approval memo from Drell himself, covering up an incident where Mercer hospitalized a 16-year-old boy. Cora publishes a 3-part expose titled Shadows in Blue. It goes viral overnight. Tiana's name is redacted until someone leaks it. That same evening, she's arrested. Charges: unauthorized release of classified documents, obstruction of justice, and endangerment of fellow officers. No one expected it. The very department she risked everything to expose now tries to bury her as a scapegoat. But this move backfires spectacularly. Civil rights organizations, activists, and major news outlets descend on Rivergate. Protesters block highways. Former victims come forward. Attorneys file a federal civil rights lawsuit against the department. Public pressure forces the mayor to request a federal DOJ investigation. And in a final blow, an anonymous internal source leaks the full Code Sigma memo to the press. Under national scrutiny, Chief Drell resigns. Detective Mercer is indicted for assault, obstruction of justice, and conspiracy. A dozen officers are suspended. The DOJ places Rivergate PD under federal oversight. Body cams are overhauled. Internal affairs is gutted and rebuilt. And Tiana, after weeks in holding, all charges are dropped. She steps out of jail to a cheering crowd, holding her head high, her uniform long gone. In a televised interview, she says, "They told me to protect the badge, but I took an oath to protect the people. Sometimes a real enemy wears the same uniform you do." She never returns to the force. Instead, she joins a grassroots organization pushing for community-led safety initiatives in Southside and becomes an advocate for policing reform. With a voice louder than she ever had behind a badge, Rivergate didn't just need more law. It needed more truth. And truth never comes quietly.